Hey guys, I'm just here putting together a couple of videos for people who might be working out in either home gym or might not be able to get the equipment they want, or maybe even the Southern Boulder gym. Basically any gym or any space you are to train where you got a bit of a limited setup, might not be able to necessarily get all the equipment that you want. As you can see, I'm starting out all my workouts at the moment with muscle ups, which I wouldn't really suggest doing muscle ups as part of your warm up, but I'm just trying to get a lot of volume behind them at the moment, just because I'm pretty average at them. I've only just really started doing them maybe about a month ago, so I'm just working on getting a bit better at them. The other thing that I'm doing, because this is a deadlift day, is chucking in some exercise specific warm ups. So I'm just doing these ball tosses, which is something I picked up from watching some of Matthew Vincent's videos as a good way to get some explosive movement into the muscles before you're doing some deadlifts. If you haven't checked out his channel before, I'd say check it out. There's some pretty groovy stuff on there. If you know anything about the Highland Games, you've probably heard of him before. If you don't, and you like watching people throw around big stuff, go over and check that out. So at the moment, my warm-ups are consisting of a set of 5 muscle-ups, and for today a set of 10 5-ish muscle-ups, and a set of 10 of these ball tosses, just to get a bit of blood flow through the body and into the glutes, ready to go for chucking some weight on the bar and doing some deadlifts. Usually I'd do a bit of cardio as well, but I think this day I'd walk straight in from work, so I'd already been pretty active beforehand. So I'll be sticking my cardio in at another time for this workout. As you can see, the ball tosses are pretty specific to deadlifts. It's pretty similar kind of movement, just a bit more explosive. Obviously, a lot lighter weight, but it's just a good way to get that blood flowing before you start using a weight where you might cause yourself any issues. The other thing you might notice is that I usually train by myself, which if you continue to watch the videos, you'll probably notice. So I'm trying to work on things that I can do and ways around lifting that might normally need a spotter or something like that, and doing it safely. So at the moment I'm just chucking my first bit of weight on the bar, getting out a few reps, working with about a quarter of what my one rep max is. If I talk in percentages, they're always going to be pretty rough because I don't actually work it out. It's just a ballpark, but it's just getting the first couple of sets in with a weight that is light enough that you can start to feel the muscles working, but you're just really getting some blood flow through them, getting warmed up, getting them ready to go for some heavier lifts. So I start out with a set of 10 with that quarter. Then I move up to, I don't know what that would be, maybe 40%. Do another set of 10, and then I start moving into a couple of sets with some working weight. So just making sure your back and your glutes are all full of some fresh blood and ready to start lifting some weight without hurting yourself, really. As you may notice, the Southern Boulder gym is pretty sparse as far as equipment goes. For weights, we've just got a power rack, which you can set up for squatting, benching, all that kind of stuff. Obviously a whole pile of barbells, dumbbells, all that kind of stuff, and then some bits and pieces for accessory work, but it's really pretty basic stuff. And then we got just some cardio bits, a rowing machine and a bike. The only cable machine we got as far as weights go is a ground-based trainer, which has just got some floating pulleys that you can move up and down, and you can really set that up to do heaps of stuff. So this is I think working into the first set of working weight for my deadlifts. Also actually the first time I have watched myself lift weight. I've never filmed myself and watched it before, so it'll be interesting to see how my form deteriorates as the weight goes up. Which I'm sure someone will let me know about, but we will see. So for my first working set, I'm still just working up to 10 reps. As you can see, my soft hands could only go so many in double overhand, so swapping into switch grip for the second half. And as the blood begins to leave my head and enter my legs, and I begin to see the future. Anyway, now start chucking on some more weight. Reps drop down. Still trying to keep the form right, but already can see that there's a few things that are deteriorating. I need to start working on getting my hips a bit lower. Just banging in a few reps still. Then going into some heavier weight. So working through, I think that was 10, then 4, then a single for my working reps. Not if I was wanting to build up to just a 1 rep max, probably not how I'd go about it. But because I'm not trying to push my 1 rep max in this particular workout, it's just putting the muscles through a whole pile of different stimulus. At the moment, I'm trying to do a bit of a regime to try and get up a few of my main lifts. So I'm doing my main lift, which for this one is deadlift, and then I'll do kind of a deadlift variation today, doing, as you can see, oh, I just got really fast, that's interesting. As you can see, doing some deficit deadlifts, first set with a bit of little bit more weight and 1 sheet of 30mm ply, and the next one with 60mm ply, just increasing that range of motion from where you pick the bar up. Doesn't seem like much, but 60mm can make a fair bit of difference. And then finishing out with just doing some front squats, another exercise I'm pretty average at, so probably what will get swapped out for my muscle ups shortly. I'm trying to improve my squat, but I think I'll stick to muscle ups for a couple more weeks maybe, and then front squats will become my everyday exercise. I think to round out this day, I just did 2 sets of 10 front squats. Generally just like to chuck in a couple of exercises that are completely different to the main lift. Usually do a couple more, but just did this and some stretches for this day. And that kind of rounded out the workout. So, if you like it, give it a like. If you want to see a few more, find that subscribe button and click on that one too. Other than that, I'll see you next time.